Hey, what's up? Welcome to DGenEd. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts and also interpreting Roaring Kitty's memes and the activity that we have seen online recently with his position in not only GameStop but also Chewy. And so here behind me, I have this still from a video meme that Roaring Kitty released on May 16th. This is, as you know, Bruce Willis from the movie Lucky Number 11 when he's talking to another character about the Kansas City Shuffle and how he's saying that this is not the Kansas City Shuffle. This is just the catalyst. And so I feel that what we just experienced with Roaring Kitty's position in Chewy, I feel that that is a catalyst that will be squeezing shorts. And and also before I get into the content of this video, I do want to note that Lucky Number 11 is a great movie, came out in 2006, starring Josh Hartnett, Bruce Willis. And, if you like movies, I think you should check it out. It's a really, really good story, and I do think it represents a lot of what's going on right now with GameStop, with Chewy, and the markets, and some hedge funds. And so on the note of hedge funds, I did want to pull over to this other tweet here that came out today on July 1st from Citron Research. Basically, them just talking about how it's pretty clear that Keith Gill, aka Roaring Kitty, has been investing $200 million in Chewy. Seems unlikely to be his own money, all of this stuff. And so basically what I'm taking away from this is that Citron Research, they had short positions in Chewy and in GameStop. But because of all of this attention on GameStop, they closed their short position in GameStop and likely shuffled that money, that short position, to be more heavily short Chewy. And that's why they're freaking out about this. That's why they're going on about what a retail investor is doing with his own money. And so I think that Citron Research is really getting screwed over because of this. I think it's pretty funny. And, one thing about this, the Kansas City Shuffle, money going from one account to the other, one position to the other, I don't necessarily think that Roaring Kitty has moved his position from GameStop because he's been talking about building this thesis with GameStop for, years. And the last update that we got was from June 13th when he posted his position of 9,001,000 shares at a price of $23.41. And so, he hasn't posted an update that would suggest that he's closed that position. However, this number of 9,001,000 shares is pretty interesting because if we flip over to the SEC's website here, this document that they have filed by Keith Gill, aka Roaring Kitty, aka DFV, we can see here that he now has 9,001,000 shares. But this is not of GameStop. This is that he owns 6.6% of a company of Chewy. And so I find it really interesting that it's the exact same number of shares. And but I don't think that he sold his GameStop position to do this. And one reason for that is right here. Because he is not a cat. He is still not a cat. He's a man. And so with that being said, I think we should check out the charts of GameStop and Chewy to kind of explore some of the possibilities. And one possibility is that he did sell his GameStop position. We have seen price come down a little bit, but he may have only done that so he could shuffle those funds over to something that was still short by, Citron Research, and that stock would be Chewy. And with that being said, the order, I guess I didn't go over this, this was from June 24th when he filed that he is not a cat and that he now owns 6.6% shares of Chewy. And so from June 24th, we look over at this chart, we can see that June 24th is when we started to see these green up moves. And so maybe on that day, maybe that's when he closed his GameStop position. Let's look over here, June 24th. Share price was already down a pretty good amount, so maybe let's do some more detective work. Coming over here, this was June 13th. So where was price on June 13th? It was, still pretty low, but price was around at the end of June 13th. The closing price was $29.12. So quite possible that he trimmed that position. Price came down following that and shuffled that money over to Chewy. On the 24th, we see price go up and shorts are starting to get squeezed. Citron Research is panicking because, they've screwed up yet again due to this shuffle. And, price on the, the 24th was, 25, right around 25 to 27.57 on the day. And so Roaring Kitty could have easily shuffled his position from GameStop into Chewy, driven the price higher, screwed over shorts, and maybe shuffled his position back into GameStop. So that's quite the possibility. I don't think that he is going to be, establishing these positions and then just moving them around so much. I think that he just really used GameStop as kind of a distraction to create his position in Chewy to screw over shorts there, who then shuffled their money from GameStop to Chewy, shorting this position even more heavily, and still probably holds his shares, I imagine, in GameStop because options are short-lived, shares are long-term, and DFV, he believes in it. And so I don't think that he would just be flip-flopping between them. Or if he was, I think it would be a strategy to screw over a firm like Citron Research. And now that I've gotten into those thoughts, I just wanted to go over the Chewy chart a little bit. I haven't done too much with this. I had covered it a little bit when it was trading in this channel, but I did not cover it when it started to break out here. But I just wanted to go over some levels that maybe price would be pulling back to based on this Fibonacci retracement going from the low of $14.69 up to the high of $39.10 hit on June 27th. And so if we look at the chart here, we did get a pretty bearish engulfing candle coming down 6.61% on the day, July 1st. And actually that encompassed candles, the prior 3 candles, and we did close below the 50% retracement, but we are still above $25 a share. I could see that acting as support, or maybe this golden pocket ranging between $23 to about $24. And I actually find that pretty compelling because there was this consolidation here, the top of that channel that I had drawn. And so I could see $23 being like a bottom level of support. But, it's also possible that we do come down to fill this gap. That would be, let's see, the close on May 28th was $16.91. So that would be to fill the gap. But gaps aren't always filled immediately. It could be many months, it could be many years before this gap is filled. So I could definitely see $23 acting as support if this does pull back more. Maybe that is an excellent dip buying opportunity. I'm sure shorts would want to cover there, but I think that there's going to be a lot of interest in accumulating more shares right around $23. It seems like a pretty nice technical level. And to be precise here, the 65% level is at 23.23. So maybe 23.25 or 23.50, maybe that's a nice level to start to establish a position there. And but I definitely think that this could be going much higher. If we look at this on the weekly time frame, there is a lot of potential. I have this mysterious line here up at over $100. Not sure when I drew that up there, but price could be quadrupling, if not more, from current price. So definitely a lot of potential there, but that would of course be a long-term hold or maybe a violent squeeze up and violent pullback down. So do be cautious of that. And thinking about GameStop, we have now closed below Roaring Kitty's average of $23.41. But I don't think he's sweating. I don't think you should be sweating. I think we should be all thinking that this is a great dip buying opportunity. We are still above the 786, which is at a price of $21.69. We dipped to a low today of $22.31. And also I do have this orange line here at $20 a share, which of course was the strike for the calls that Roaring Kitty held. And so, yeah, I just think that there are dip buying opportunities with GameStop. I think that there are dip buying opportunities with Chewy. And I think that there are a lot of shorts that are probably sweating right now because of this guy who is a man. He is not a cat. And, we are retail. We are apes. We are here together. And, I am just excited about all of this stuff that's going on. I look forward to his next update. I look forward to more memes, videos. But I have to say that I think that what we're seeing is a catalyst that is going to trigger even more moves to the upside. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to see what happens. And, I hope that you guys are too. But, those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care.